Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Bachiru. Uh, I know it's been ages since I posted any video on this channel. I think it's been since June. So I just wanted to make this video to share some updates about what's happening with the channel, what's gonna be the content moving forward, what I'm looking forward to make, to be honest, basically on this channel. And basically I want to share some updates about things that have been going on outside of this channel that really affected my upload schedule and those things. And I just want to say, I don't want to say that I'm back, because I just want to say that I'm gonna be making videos again, but let's talk about that more in detail. So let me start by first apologizing to the lack of updates. I know some people look forward to see videos on this channel, and for me, I've been wanting actually to get back to making content. The other thing is, for all the people that are commenting, I've seen your comments. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the encouragement. And I'm glad that even though I stopped making content, and for the last 2 years, maybe my upload schedule has been sporadic, but I'm still happy to see people actually watching some of my older videos and learning something, like from the guides, from the tech videos, from the things I made, like on sticks and controllers and those things. So I'm glad that actually people are still finding the content useful. And for people who are messaging me on Discord and on social media, I'm really sorry that I haven't been really responding lately. There's nothing really bad going on. It's just that I've tried my best just to disconnect, to be honest, from a lot of things, because as all of you have, some of you have known, alhamdulillah, with the grace of Allah, we have been blessed with a very beautiful daughter last June 2022. And for me, to be honest, this blessing, like from my wife's pregnancy until we had our baby, and now watching her as she grows and she becomes, cuter and cuter and smarter by the day, and it really has put my life into perspective, to be honest. And let me tell you something: the journey to parenthood, it's really a life changer, and it puts a lot of things into perspective. And it sometimes really forces you, not to say in a way that it like forces you to step up, but it really puts your life into perspective, and it really shows you like what's important and what's really superficial and what you really need to focus on. And really it causes like a shift in the best way possible, to be honest. So for me, like having this blessing, it's one of the best things that happen in our life, me and my wife, alhamdulillah. And I'm so grateful that we've been blessed with a very healthy, smart, beautiful, stubborn baby girl, and really she really enriched our life every single day. So for me, with this experience, I really had to make some choices, to be honest. What do I need to focus on? Because as much as I'd like to say that I enjoy creating content in YouTube, it is very time consuming. And to be honest, at the current state of growth of my channel, it's not rewarding. It's rewarding in a way that the interaction and building community and meeting a lot of people. But to be honest, when it comes to earning and generating financial income and being something that's sustainable, it's not really feasible for me at this stage. And I feel like with the way that taxes work between US and Saudi Arabia, and how harsh is the cut, for example, because I get like maybe 25% of my ad revenue cut off, it really feels kind of discouraging, to be honest. And for me, we were going to parenthood, so being a father, being a mother, building a family, honestly, it requires finances. So for me, I had to come to the choice of, I have this time, what do I need to invest it on? So do I invest it on the channel that I know in a few years, 3, 4, 5 years, it will actually grow into something sustainable, which is a long term? Or do I focus on some key areas that I can actually like improve our lives in a much faster way? I know that sounds a bit maybe materialistic, but realistically speaking, anything that you put effort in, you want to feel like you're being rewarded. For me, the emotional reward was really there. I'm very happy to help people, and I'm very happy to make content that actually people find useful. And for me, doing something that I enjoy, to be honest. I really enjoyed making content. Even the tedious stuff I used to enjoy it, because like from the moment I record something until it's published, and I see comments and I see people like interacting with people, that for me that was the reward for me. But realistically speaking, it's not something that's sustainable, to be honest. So there was always this kind of thing behind my back, and honestly, being a parent or building a family, it requires finances. And at my current age and at my stage of that career back then, maybe like 1.5 years ago, for me it was not a practical thing to do. So I had to prioritize things, and for me I had to prioritize building my career, to be honest. And for me, I work really hard on developing myself and basically maturing in a way, both professionally and personally, like to be able to not only handle and overcome, but also like to exceed and prepare. Again, this kind of experiences, it really puts your life into perspective, you know. And we as sorry if I talk this way, but we as fathers, we have to look after our family, you know. And for us, it's not only like an obligation or what people like to say, it's actually an honor, and it's a duty that we are happy to fulfill. So for me, I wanted to do it in the best way possible, and of course with the grace of Allah, with God's grace, yani, the time that we had our daughter, actually I was offered like another job in a way higher position than I was, and it really required me not only to prepare like I had to prepare myself, like from a career perspective, from experience, and I was given a chance, and I took it, and I had to prove myself at least for the first year, you know, because it was at least 3 steps above my current like career path. So for me, I really had to, I really needed to step up. So I had to develop myself. I have to learn how to like deal with some things that I'm not comfortable with, and I really like had to learn how to step out of my comfort zone. On the other hand, also like we just had a baby, so it's a new like experience for me and my wife. It's our first baby, and we kind of live abroad, and we don't have much family around us that are available, to be honest. So basically, me and my wife had to really rely on ourselves, you know, to look after this baby that's just born, you know. And we had to learn things hands-on. Thankfully, my wife, she has experience in childcare, so it really helped us. But it's an endeavor that you don't know unless, and you don't really appreciate it unless you experience it yourself. So for me, I had like to sit down and like consider, okay, what do I prioritize moving forward? What do I need to put at the back of my mind? What do I need to prioritize just to get things going, you know, and for the best interest, to be honest, of the Bachiru household. So, and again, I didn't really want to burn myself out. I've experienced burnout before, because when Guilty Gear Strive came out, I loved the game, but I know myself. Sometimes I dedicate too much of my time and too much of my energy into something, and later on I just burn myself out and I feel like really tired. Like basically the first 2 months when the game came out and I really went hard on the content and on the streaming, I used to sleep like during weekdays maybe average 3 to 4 hours, and I just sleep all like through lunch break at work, and it was really not easy. And I'm really thankful for my wife that she really carried everything else, you know. She really supported this channel from the moment I said to her I want to make content. She actually helped me build a computer, and she helped me buy the equipment, and she really carried like all the other responsibilities for me to be able to do this, you know. So but for me, I just didn't want to burn myself out, because another thing that parenthood teaches you is you really need to take care of yourself, especially both your physical and your mental health, because you have to be available for your spouse and for your children in the future. And for me, I didn't want to like grow old quickly, you know. I just wanted to be as healthy as I can, because I just want to be able like to spend my time and my energy, to be honest, with my daughter and my wife, and to experience great things and to enrich my daughter's life at the end of the day. She wants to be around a healthy father, so I don't want her to be around like an overworked, overstressed, worrying, angry, you know. I just wanted to create like a healthy, you know, environment, to be honest. So for her to grow happy and to grow also like in a good, like in the best way possible, you know. We always try, So for me, if I needed to focus on family and I needed to focus on career, then I need to focus on like my social life, and I need to focus on my family, like extended family, and then I needed to focus on the content. I knew that eventually I would burn myself out. So for me, I had to prioritize other things on top of content. So for me, I just put it on the side. I just wanted to say to myself, okay, Bachiru, it's time really to focus on your career. It's time really to focus on your family, and you know. And for me, this has been extremely rewarding. Really watching your children grow in front of your eyes is really one of the best things. Yani, my daughter last year, she's just only like this. I can carry her with one hand. And now, mashallah, yani, God bless her, she started walking, and she has her own personality, and she eats, and yani, it's something really fascinating and really rewarding and really blissful to see. Yani. So, and for me, during this time also, I really needed to build a career. Because to be honest, the only practical way to sustain a family in this current world is through a healthy career. So for me, I was given an opportunity and I really had to prove myself. So I really needed to focus on that thing also. And alhamdulillah, thank God, I'm very happy to report that actually I've passed my first year, and all the complications and all the bad experiences and all the challenges that had to be done, I've overcome it, and now I'm on to new challenges, but things have stabilized. So I really needed this time actually to get things in order. I think that's the best way to say it. The other thing is I really needed to acquire skills outside of gaming and content creation. It's skills that will help me maybe be more financially aware, be more financially intelligent, just to build us like a solid foundation for the future. So I spend a lot of my time learning about proper financial education, proper financial investment, proper ways to maintain the future, understanding this, understanding that, developing some discipline, to be honest, with money, discussing those things, having an open communication, getting rid of debt, it's just getting things, cleared out and sorted out, and just like having a steady, properly planned, plan, basically. And alhamdulillah, I feel like we are going that path, and God has been really, really good to us, me and my wife, since forever, but especially for the last couple of years. Alhamdulillah, we have received countless blessings, and it really made our life. Alhamdulillah, I feel really thankful. I thank God every day I wake up. It's for me, the absence from YouTube, it's not like what you hear in other channels, like God forbid, it's like financial problems, personal problems, loss of family, loss of this, loss of that. Actually, it turned out good, to be honest. But just to make long story short, and just to move on to the next point, this has what's been going on basically. The other reason, to be honest with you, is I didn't feel like I'm motivated to make content, to be honest, because the current state of fighting games are either coming out recently, Street Fighter 6, MK1, the Tekken betas, the Grand Blue open beta, and even Guilty Gear 5 in its current season. It didn't really motivate me to play, and to be honest, I felt like I'm really bored of fighting games, to be honest, for the longest time. The only game that actually motivated me to play fighting games every now and then is Blaze Blue Central Fiction, and for me Blaze Blue is my favorite fighting game, so it was very easy for me to pick it up and play from time to time. The other thing is I was really hopeful for Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. What a long name, but the problem is the open beta really left a really bad taste in my mouth, and I just read some news that they really went back on some of the things that they changed. I need to go back into it, to read the finer details, but I really hope that they actually change the game for the better, because my experience with the beta was horrible. DNF Duel died. I was really enjoying that game, even though it was not really deep and fairly balanced or whatever. It was just a fun game overall. I really, really, really want to get into multi-blood type Lumina, but that game is practically dead in the middle. So it's a very hard game to get into. Street Fighter 6, I know that it's hyped up and the honeymoon phase was excellent and everything, but for me, really Street Fighter never really gelled with me. I played it back then before I was introduced to anime fighting games, but as much of an amazing game and well balanced and all the good things that are going on for it, like the online, the mods. It's an excellent package. It's not for me. I just don't find the game enjoyable, to be honest, and I don't want to force myself like to play fighting games that are like just for the sake of playing, and making content, even though like I will not be enjoying myself. So I didn't really want to play a fighting game just for the sake of playing and like generating views or whatever. And it's not my thing. I want to play a game that I'm enjoying. So moving forward, I'll explore more Guilty Gear Strive Season 3 because, to be honest, I didn't give it proper time. I've probably played Season 3 for like an hour and a half maximum, like maybe 5 to 6 matches. So I want to explore it a little bit and make some videos about it. I want to see like the changes that happen to RAM, to the overall cast, and maybe I would consider actually like finding a new character to learn, because I've always struggled to learn another character other than RAM. So maybe it's time to pick up a new character just to like rejuvenate my interest in the game. For me, I'll also make some BlazBlue Central Fiction Tournament. I really love BlazBlue. It's such a fun game, and I've always find myself really happy and really enjoying my time whenever I play the game, no matter if I'm winning or losing. It's just an awesome game. So I just want to make videos where I'm playing BlazBlue and I'm just having fun, to be honest, and I'm trolling people and I'm just doing my thing, Moving forward, in the pipeline and until the end of 2023, I don't see any fighting game that I actually am enjoying. Like, I think I'm skipping MK1, I'm skipping Street Fighter 6, to be honest. It's not my kind of games. Next year, what I'm really, really looking forward to actually is the new Under Night game. Finally, we have the rollback. I've always enjoyed Under Night in Birth. I've played it a lot offline when it came out, and when I first started streaming, I used to play it a lot. But what held me back from actually spending more time on the game actually that it used delay-based netcode, and for me that's not a pleasant experience in the Middle East. So finally having a rollback is something amazing. I'm also I really enjoyed like the gameplay systems of that game, and for me what pulls me forward towards a fighting game always is like a specific character. I'm willing to play entire fighting games if a single character really catches my eye or I really mesh with them, even if I have problems with the systems of the game. And to be honest, that's the case for me for Guilty Gear Strive. While I don't enjoy like the system mechanics in general, it's Ram Lethal that really keeps me coming back for the game, because I really like the character. I like the way that the character is designed, how she animates her gameplay style, So for me, that's something I really like. And in Under Night, I really have a character that really, I really enjoyed, which is Altnam. I used to play Batista back in the day, but I'm not fan of charge characters. So I tried Altnam when it's called Eunice. I think when Eunice came out, and I really love the character. And I like characters with guns, So for me, I'm really looking forward to play the game. I'm actually pretty excited. I really hope that we get an open beta or even like a pre-order beta at a certain point. So for me, I'll be jumping on that game day one. Gaming wise, I haven't really played anything. I think the only game that I played this year from start to completion is Final Fantasy 16, and for me that has been like the best thing ever. I haven't really dedicated time for PC or console gaming, but whenever I've had some free time, actually my wife gifted me this Asus ROG Ally, so I've been actually spending like my spare time playing games on it, to be honest. It's an awesome machine. It has a lot of good specs, let's say. I'm not really big into high-end graphics or whatever. I just want my game to run smoothly on any settings. And to be honest, for fighting games, it's excellent. The only problem with this device itself is actually the D-pad. The D-pad is really garbage. The analog sticks are fine. I really had a bad experience when I bought a different one. I bought it and the left stick was damaged, so I had to go through a whole process of repair and refund and nonsense. So it really tainted my view. But then we bought a new one and it's actually, alhamdulillah, been running perfectly. I think this is an awesome device. And for indie games and such things, it's really good. For fighting games, it's actually pretty good. For the games that I have tried, I tried Guilty Gear Strive, I tried BlazBlue, and I tried Metal Blood, and they run flawlessly. And for me, this is all I care about, to be honest. The other game that I've also played extensively, and to my surprise actually, is a BlazBlue Entropy Effect. This game for me came out as a surprise, and I've been really enjoying it, and I've been playing it on daily basis, and I'm really looking forward for the full release. So if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. So yeah, guys, I think that's it. I've been rambling for like 20 minutes now. So I just want to thank all of you guys for your patience, for whoever messaged me, for the good comments, for the entire positivity. Thank you so much. I'll be sharing, like I'll be making content a bit slowly, little by little. I will not commit to a specific schedule. I'll try my best at the beginning, just at least to roll out one video a week. Definitely when Under Night, like it's a long name, I forget even what it's called, the new Under Night comes out, I'll definitely be making some content for that game. And when Grand Blue Rising, if the patch notes that I saw or the changes are to my liking, I'll definitely make videos for that game, because the first Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, I loved it and it kicked off this channel, and I'm really a big fan of that game. But I really hope that they really went back with some of the things they did in the open beta. So if it turns out to be good, I'll definitely be playing Rising, and I'll be making content for that game, because number one, it has Zoe, number two, it has Fairy. So I'm definitely jumping on that game again. And yeah guys, that's it. If you have any specific videos you want to watch, if you need anything, you can always hop onto the Discord server. You can drop me a message on Discord. And yeah guys, I'll see you in the next video. Yalla, peace.